Todd, kind of down the stretch, what did you make of the team's execution?
Not very good. I thought Daniels did a good job of mixing in unders and kind of keeping James off balance with the small pick and rolls. Thought he blitzed James pick and rolls a lot with the bigs, and we didn't handle that very well.
What did you make of your team process-wise tonight, particularly with the starting lineup that you put out
I
there?
thought he did a good job, especially defensively. I thought the blueprint of how we want to play, with key guys being out, is how we played in that first quarter. The first quarter and a half. I thought we did a really great job of just, trusting, moving the basketball, moving bodies, and then we didn't do so good with that in the second half.
So we saw you guys roll out an entirely different kind of second unit there with Cam and gave Kobe a chance, obviously. What did you like, and why did you decide to kind of go with some youth there?
Yeah, I thought they were good. Cam, as far as shooting wise, and shoot the ball well, but I thought defensively, I thought he was really good. His energy, I thought Kobe came in and did a really good job as well. So just some, lessons for them to just continue to keep growing.
Why did you go with those two guys, especially Kristen played today, but we didn't play with those guys?
Say it again.
Why did you go with those two guys today?
Because we worked on it.
Was it their energy that you kind of liked or wanted to see out there?
Yes, sir.
Hey, Coach, for Clipper Nation, like the fans out there who kind of, a little disappointed with the start. You can't control injuries and health issues and things like that. What are kind of some words of encouragement for them, as you guys deal with this tough stretch?
Oh, just stay with it. We all hit tough times, and like I said, I like the way the team competed tonight as far as defensively. Still got to clean up some things offensively, but it's not about how you start; it's about how you finish. And so, we get some of our guys back. It could be a different story.
Todd, in the first half, I know you briefly touched on the pace of things, but you guys were getting into half-court sets a little bit quicker, and then the second half kind of did bog down. Was that more of what they did or what you guys were doing?
What we were doing,
What do you want to see changed?
do it like the first quarter.
Last year, you guys played KD, Derek, James, and Zoo. That four-man unit had, I think, a 9 net rating in about 500 minutes. Is there anything about that lineup that you maybe want to stick with for a couple games and see what you have with that, especially defensive kind of unit there?
I mean, yeah, it's just to try to start the game with a defensive mindset, with two of the best defenders in the league, and so to start the way, and then we get Chris out around the 6 minute, Katie out around the 6 minute mark, and then just kind of go from there. But how our defense has been struggling, just thinking putting our best defenders on the floor to start the game is pretty important.
You mentioned starting John Collins for a while. Just curious, you talked about sample size and all that. Like, is there something you're looking forward to in the next 5, 10 games here? I mean, once Kawhi's able to come back, are you looking for another kind of 10-game sample with a certain unit, a certain line?
No, just getting JC acclimated to playing with the starters. Those guys understanding how to use them. I did like that little stretch for about a minute and a half. We played the 5, and so we just got to continue to keep working on that as well.
Coach, you talked earlier today about trying to defend the 3 better. How do you see that put to the test today?
I got to go back and watch it. I'm really just too caught up in the game to really understand. I know, we talked about just with, Kennard, not letting him get out 3 wise, and for Ricochet, that's how he says now, and he came in and changed the game for those guys, coming in, making those 3 threes in a row off of, turnovers or not getting back in transition or poor communication, defensively. He kind of got them going.
Last one.
How do you feel like you guys are searching for it more this season as opposed to last year when you went into it knowing you're going to be without Kawhi, and there's kind of been that in and out? I mean, you guys have dealt with that at times as well since Kawhi's been here with him in and out, but has it been a bigger challenge, or what has that challenge been like this season?
Well, it's just different because, when Kawhi starts the season, you kind of have your playbook and how you want to play, when he's healthy. And so starting training camp and the things that we were able to put in early on in the season was just really based around Kawhi, Brad, and James, and so a little different than it's been in the past because he hasn't really started the season. So just figuring out how we want to play. I thought the blueprint was in that first quarter, kind of how we want to play and get better with that and just understanding and trusting it, for 48 minutes and not 18 minutes, not 20 minutes, but just trusting it for the whole game, and we'll be better. So it's a little different because you have, time to plan, when Kawhi's out for training camp, but, when it happens throughout the course of the season, it's a little bit more difficult, so we just got to stay the course.
Thank you.
Something they did or something you guys did?
It was us, second quarter, we played great first quarter. Then second quarter, we just couldn't get back in transition. We had some miscommunication against the shooters. We gave up some good looks. They got hot. They hit some shots. Kept turning the ball over. We missed our looks. I missed a few easy ones. Just let them get back into the game. We can't keep doing that.
Ty said that you guys are getting better in practice, but it's not translating always into a game. Why is that? What's the disconnect?
I don't know. I feel like defensively we're getting better. We still got some work to do on the glass and securing those possessions and getting back in transition. But I feel like half-court defense is getting better and better. But I don't know. I got to get better in games.
What has to change?
I don't know. We gotta score more. We gotta rebound the ball. We gotta get back in transition. Those are starters. We keep saying that year after year, and you gotta be better in those aspects if we want to win games. It's hard to win games if you're giving up so many transition points and second chance points.
You guys started a couple years ago. You guys also started 3-7. You guys ended up winning 50 games. Does this feel the same as it did then, or is this an entirely different feeling?
Well, I don't know. When we lost those 6 games in a row, it didn't feel good. It don't feel good now. So I can't tell you. It has been a few games, but we'll see. I feel like we're closer and closer to turning that corner. It's not going to get easier. We're going. We got Denver at home. Some road games. It's going to be tough. We just got to stick together, keep working, keep getting better, and it's gonna change.
Does this feel like one of those things where if you just get one thing to go your guys' way, it could just flip everything for you guys?
Yeah, I feel like we're really close. We're really locked in defensively. Krejci made 8 threes. That hurt us a lot. We missed him in transition a few times. We kept going under his screen pin downs. We fouled him on a 3-point shot. We had a lot of his points were more of mistakes, from our mistakes and from our miscommunication and not sticking to our coverages and not communicating out there. So that really hurt us, and I feel like we're close. We just can't. That second quarter can't happen.
What you're saying about you guys being close and about some of the things that you guys can face, it sounds like it's more than just like you guys get Kawhi back, you get Brad back, like you're good. It sounds like you're saying that there are things that you guys can and should be doing now.
Sure.
I mean, that's something that you guys have talked about a lot because obviously there's been a lot of in and out with Kawhi over the years.
Yeah.
Just, what's that like right now?
No, for sure. I mean, last year we played first, I don't know how many games without Kawhi. And these games that we're losing, they were all winnable. And, we could have won all of those. We just keep doing the same mistakes every single game, and it's not like it's going to magically change if we get Kawhi and Brad back next game. Like we got to do the little stuff. We got to dominate defensive rebounding. We got to dominate defensive transition. We got to communicate out there. We got to have the right spacing. We got to know our plays. We can't mess all that up. It's hard to score, put up points when we don't know the plays. We're messing up APOs. Our spacing is not right, and we can't even get out in transition because we're not getting defensive stops. We're giving up second shots. Like, it's hard to get in transition. We can't even run. So, you know, there's a lot of those stuff that we got to change. No matter if we get them back tomorrow or whenever, we still got to change that stuff.
Zoo was just saying how it's more than just like you guys get Kawhi and Brad back and all of a sudden, you know, things are fixed. Like he says, there's a lot of problems that you guys can control right now, just not knowing plays out of timeouts and just mistakes that you guys are making. What do you see right now, that things that are very fixable for you guys that can be fixed before those guys come back?
Just our attention to detail got to be a little bit better. Knowing what we're trying to accomplish on both ends of the ball is part of the game. Like, playing hard is one thing. You know, I think everybody plays hard, or you know, tries to play hard. But I think the difference between like really good teams and teams that aren't really good is just the detail, the execution part. And we haven't been. That hasn't been our strong suit. So we just got to find ways to continue to get better at that.
You know, in this Western Conference, the way that it's been the last few years, like 1-2 games can be the difference between you know, home court advantage and the playing. So where is that level of urgency right now? Understanding that
I mean,
you guys.
it's something that only thing we can control is like game by game. Like, you can't control, you know, the Western Conference and the next 72 games. Like, we can control the next game and then try to just continue to get better and win. Obviously, if we don't win, we drop down in the standings. We win, we move up. So it's that simple.
Ty said that before the game, that you guys are improving in practice, but doesn't always translate to games. Why is that?
That's a good question.
Do you feel like
I think it's just a part of, like, we haven't had any consistency for real. That's a part of it too. Like, we had so many different lineups, so many guys in and out of rotations, that once we find some consistency, I think that'll help us out a little bit. Like, guys are all over the place. Some guys haven't played in ever. Some guys are just put in the rotation. Some guys is new here, their first 10 games. That's a lot that goes into it. So I don't think we can pinpoint and put our fingerprint on one thing. I think it's a variety of things that's happening that you know, hopefully we can come to you know, to a hold and you know, very soon.
Do you feel like you guys got better process-wise tonight compared to maybe?
Started off very well. Then we let the shooter off the bench, you know, hit 6-7 threes and whatnot. So I think he was, you know, one of the game changers of the game. For the most part, I thought we fought hard. It just, you know, part of the attention to detail that I spoke about a little earlier. But, you know, chalk it up, get ready tomorrow, and be ready to go the next day.
You had a new look in the starting lineup with John. What did you see from him?
Just trying to figure out what works, what doesn't. You know what I mean? Like I said, I don't think we've had the same starting lineup the whole season. So just trying to find out what works. You know, this is his 10th game here or something, 9th game. So see where he's comfortable at, where he's not comfortable at, and just, you know, go on the field.
I just want to ask you about your last shot. Did you anticipate them fouling?
Which one? Pass it to Nico?
No. The play
The one
before
you
that.
kind of leaned in.
Yeah, the one that you leaned in from about 35. I was just wondering if you just thought they were just going to foul.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I honestly, like, I don't know if I was going to get a better shot. You know what I mean? So we had no timeouts. You know, so it's a lot that goes into it, and I made a split decision. So, and I just had to hit 3 in a row, I think. So I shoot.
We've asked you about the minutes a lot, and I know that you want to play the minutes a lot. I know that you want to play, but like, you were obviously just sick. Played 41 minutes, played 39 again tonight. You played a lot of minutes already. Are those conversations ongoing already with Tyronn Lue, with you know, trying to manage your workload?
Just getting into great basketball shape. Feel really good. Being younger.
Thanks.